Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you my everyday face makeup routine and how I get ready doing my hair and my makeup. So if you want to see how I style this lovely short hair or get this fabulous makeup look, then keep on watching. Alright, so first I start off by priming my skin with the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So you just take a little bit of this and just kind of glide it all over your face. It's especially nice to make sure you focus it on the nose area because that's where a lot of the open pores will be. Okay, and then next I like to use my Fit Me Maybelline Fit Me foundation with SPF 18, which is always nice living in Arizona. And I'm in the shade 110, so that means basically I'm pasty white. So I just like to put a dab of this on the back of my hand, and I like to do a stripe here, there, and up on this forehead. Then you just kind of blend it all out and a little bit down your neck just to kind of blend your natural color with the makeup so it's not blatantly obvious that you're different colors. Okay, and next I have very bad under eye circles, so I like to use the L'Oreal Visible Lift CC Eye Concealer. And I picked this up at Walgreens, and it just has a nice cool roller ball, so it helps to depuff while it conceals. And so I'll just blend that into my under eye area. And then because I have really bad dark circles, I also like to overkill it with the Benefit Erase Paste. So I'll just take some of this, and then I use my, I believe this is a concealer brush by Soho. It came in one of my Ipsy bags a long time ago, but I absolutely love this brush. So I just kind of plop some of that right on there where I put on the L'Oreal concealer. And I just do the same thing and blend that out really well. And then just to cover up any other blemishes that aren't my under eye circles, I use the Smashbox High Definition Concealer. And this is in the shade Fair/Light. So I just take a tiny bit of this and put it on the edge of my finger. You don't need a lot. I've learned this the hard way. You don't need hardly any, so I've wasted a lot of product before just kind of getting too much on my fingers. And I like to put this just around the bridge of my nose, or not the bridge, the, what is this, the fluff on my nose, my nostrils. Just a few more steps for the face. To set my foundation, I really love the Clinique Stay Matte Sheer Pressed Powder in the color 01 Stay Buff. And it's really nice because this is an oil-free product, so it's really going to mattify my face. And I just use the little sponge that it comes with, and I just kind of move that all over my face where I've applied foundation, and it just kind of helps to lock in the foundation and also take away any shine or oil that appears to be on the face from applying foundation. All right, and now just to quick finish up our face look, I'm going to use my Ulta Contour Blush Brush, and I'm going to use the City Color Be Matte Blush in the shade Fresh Melon. This is my favorite blush right now. It came in my February Ipsy bag, and it is just to die for. So it's very pigmented though, I'm going to warn you guys. So just, you need like a quick swipe, and I kind of tap mine off and then blow it a little. And then I'm just ready to apply. And this brush is really nice. It makes it very easy to blend out and apply the product just where you would like it to be. Alright, and then I like to finish up by contouring my face a little, and for this I use the Fit Me bronzer in the medium bronze shade by Maybelline. And for this I also just use this tiny little brush that they give us. So I just take a little bit and dab it, and because I'm pasty white I don't need a lot. So what I do is I just take it and I dab it, and then I run it just along here and make sure I blend it out fairly well. And then I've got to balance it out. And I'll do it just along this side. Then I'll take a little more and I'll suck in my cheeks and then just contour where that line is beneath my jawbone. And I'll do the same thing for the other side. And then I'll just take a little bit and run it along my temples. Alright, and then one last thing before moving on to our eyes, I'm going to use my Benefit Watts Up. Ah, how cute. This is just a tiny size because I believe it came with my birthday gift from Sephora, but I absolutely love this highlighter. And I just take it and I run it straight down my nose, and then just above where I applied the blush. And then I'll just blend that in using just my finger. And that would be my complete face. So now, moving on to the eyes, I like to use my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. And for this product, you also just need a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Like, this is going to be more than plenty for both of my eyes. I actually did a little bit too much today. I'm going to be completing my makeup look today with the Naked 2 Urban Decay palette. So, on an everyday basis, as you can tell, my palette is a well-loved palette. I've hit pan on 3 colors technically. This one I shattered by accident. But this is the absolute best highlight ever. It's the Foxy shade. It's just the best. But since today I'm just going to show you guys my everyday eyeshadow look, I start out by taking this shade here. It's Booty Call. And I just get that on my brush and apply it all over the lid. Alright, and then for the outer third, I like to use the shade Half Baked, which is just a beautiful gold color. So I'll just get some of that on my brush, and then I'll just apply it from here out and a little up. Alright, and then finally I'm going to use the shade Chopper right here. And this is just a beautiful copper color. So I just like to apply this a little into my crease and on the outer edges just to add some depth without getting too crazy, because I'm all about that nude life. So you're just going to apply it here. And just kind of blend it out so that it kind of matches well, and then I just blend it. And I forgot to mention this to you guys, but I am just using the brush, the double-sided brush that came with my Naked 2 palette. and I find that it works really well. And now I'm going to use this Foxy shade, and I'm going to use it as my highlight. And I apply this just right here at the top of my brow shape. So just like the top right underneath, because that makes sense, the top underneath. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Then I'm going to just take some more of that Foxy color and put it right on the inner corner of my eye, just to kind of brighten my eye a little. Alright, and then finally I'm going to use the shade Tease right here, and I'm going to use this to fill in my brows. So I just take it on the end of the brush, and I'll just apply from the inside, working out, and just kind of dab it in there. And it just kind of helps to thicken my brow even more and make it look more, less sparse and just more full and definitive. And I feel like it really helps to frame my face. And I like to do my brow last, just because it is the darkest color and I don't want to mess up my highlight by using the brow shade first. And then just to top off the brows, I like to use my Cella Eyebrow Defining Gel. And it's just a clear gel that I use just to help shape my brows, because I do have very thick, unruly brows that need a little bit of shaping. So I just take it, and it's just like a mascara spoolie that you just run through your brows just to help define everything and keep everything in place. And I actually should go get a new one just because it works so well, and I am almost completely out of this one. I love to use the Be a Bombshell Cosmetics liquid liner in Onyx. This stuff is the best in the entire world, hands down. That's it, like, period. So I just like to take it, and I'm going to get close for this so you can see, and I'm also going to use the camera as my mirror. You just take it, and I pull my eye, just because I don't want a really thick line. I'm just going to apply my favorite mascara right now, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is a travel size that came with my A Few of My Favorite Things Too Faced palette, which I love that palette. If you guys want to see a tutorial of me using that palette, go ahead and comment below, or like this video even, and then I'll definitely get on top of that. But to apply this mascara, I just... and then you can see the difference between the two eyes. It's just an incredible, incredible mascara. It's just amazing. Then we'll go ahead and apply it to the other. Alright. And I like to keep a fairly natural look on the day-to-day basis. So I just stick with one coat. But I know that you can do more if you feel so inclined. But we're going to go ahead and finish off this makeup look by using the Big Lip Pencil by J Cat Beauty. And this is in the shade Caramel Mocha. This came in an Ipsy bag as well. Obviously, I'm like a, walking, talking Ipsy commercial, but I just take it and I apply it all over the lip. And it's just a very nice, full, kind of nudie pink color that I just love to wear on the daily basis. Today I'm going to top it off with my Lip Junkie Cooling and Plumping lip gloss by Urban Decay. And I'm not sure, honestly, what shade this one is in, just because this is the tiny version that came with my Naked 2 palette, but I am absolutely obsessed with this color of with this lip gloss. So I'll just go ahead and apply it. And it smells and tastes so good. It's got like a minty finish. It's just like perfection. And you can tell too, I'm like there's hardly any of it left. It's like all just up the sides. So there's that. And then of course just straighten out the edges. Alright, and then for that we're done with makeup. So let's go on and do our hair. Okay, so for hair, all I'm going to do is just whoop this out. And yes, as you can tell, my hair is gone. And it's very short, but it takes just as much time to get it ready to go in the day. So all I'm going to do is use my Conair Air Shine 1875 hair dryer and just dry all of this hair. Then I'm just going to brush it out and just part it just the way I like. So this is my hair almost completely dry. As you can tell, it needs a little bit of volume and some straightening could happen. Alright, so I'm just going to use my Chi straightener. And sorry if I'm looking in the mirror, I just don't want to burn myself by looking in the camera. Sorry about it. So I'm just going to straighten this little front wave part, just because I like it better personally. There's really no reason for it other than that. You know? So I just straighten that part, kind of just straighten it as I head over to the back. As you can tell, it's a very old Chi. It's very whiny. If you've seen RoboCop, my favorite part in the entire movie is at the end where the guy's like, I just have one thing to say to you. Stop whining! Sorry, I'm really weird. Okay. So then I just kind of make sure that all of the parts are just kind of not completely straight and lifeless, but just, you know, just willing to work with me. So just kind of straighten them out a little just so they're not going wherever they want to. So there's that exciting little tidbit. I guess I could have closed the door. That would have been a nice thought. Then you guys could have looked at my nail polish rack. Oh man! Just kidding. It's not going to be the end of your lives. Actually, my nail polish rack is pretty exciting. If you want to see a nail polish tour, or tour, yes, this, let's go inside of my nail polish. No. What is that called? A nail polish collection video. That's what those are called. Then, you know, just hit me up. Okay, so what I use to just kind of tame my flyaways, because with short hair, you're going to have some. I use my Pantene Pro V Stylers Texturizing Sculpting Wax. And it just looks like this. I picked mine up at Target, I think, for like $5. And it just looks like this. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, get it. Anyway, so what I do is I just take my finger, put it inside of this little thing, just grab kind of that much. Then I take my other hand and I rub them together. And then I just kind of run it through my hair. And it just kind of tames and shapes the flyaways without like overkilling it, but don't get too much because it will overkill it if you get way too much. And it's going to make your hands sticky, so you're going to want to wash your hands like immediately after using it. But for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to wash my hands. And then the last thing I do is, because I like to just kind of fluff it up, give it some volume. Here, let's do this. Oh, oh, oh. Dang, I look good. Just kind of, you know, fluff it, give some volume, some texture. Get it going, up in her, up in her. And, you know, just because I added a little bit of volume, nothing crazy, although the execution of adding volume was a tad insane. But you know what? We're just going to roll with it. So last, I just used my all-weather Aquanet Extra Super Hold hairspray. Just take that baby, spray it just kind of all over, and then just kind of like shape my hair a little bit more, just like to the way that I like it, you know? And then that's my completed hair look. Hi guys, so that's the complete hair and makeup tutorial look. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment below asking me what you want to see or linking a video that you posted, because I'd really love to watch those. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!